going on YouTube? It's your girl Mercedes. Mercedes gang? You feel me? The gang? Because we don't come with no price tag, period. Anyways, y'all, I'm back with another reaction video with Loaysta. Please like and share, subscribe to my boy Loaysta. He has came out with this video called how MTV Cribs was faked, which I'm very curious about because I grew up to MTV Cribs. You know, I grew up to, you know, like Pimp My Ride, all that good stuff, Flavor Flav, you know, all that good shit. So I want to see, I'm very curious just to know how they faked this and how they got away with it. But y'all let me know in the comment section below what y'all think, and please like and share and subscribe, and let's get into it.
What if one of the biggest reality shows that you grew up watching was built on a solid foundation of lies? By now, we all know that much of what we see on television is deceptive. From alleged insights into the chaotic lives of various people, all the way through to dating shows where they distort time to make people
Oh, definitely the dating shows. They know they be capping like a bitch on there, I'm not gonna lie.
As fast as possible, despite them even barely being compatible.
Either that, or they end up dating somebody and walking away with them, and then like a couple weeks later after the show's over, they're like not even dating anymore.
A murky world for the contestants and viewers to navigate.
That's exactly how it
What
goes.
most people don't realize is that the show that shaped our whole idea of how the rich and famous lived was just as fake as everything else on TV, and maybe even set the blueprint for today's over-the-top social media lifestyles.
Probably.
In fact, you can make the case that it set the standard for the similarly exaggerated perfect lives that people project onto their social media accounts today.
You know, there was a TV show and they was trying to make a show, and they started actually renting houses for people that
Oh, that's crazy. They started renting houses for people? Are you serious? Is this really like for the show? The fakie for the show? Hold on.
They started renting cars for people who, so that their situation would look the same as whoever they had on the show.
That's crazy. That's actually wild. They need to pull that. They need to get that together, because how the fuck do you pay rent for cars, pay rent for cribs? Y'all some fakies. Y'all some little fakies. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that's where they messed up.
Some
You know what I mean?
fakies.
That's where they took that part of what you're talking about out. They tried to do that with Redman, and Redman was like, nah, I'm gonna take you out of my house in Jersey.
Right.
They was trying to give him a house and car, and he ain't want to do it. So people just was like, nah, let's fake it and make it look like
That's
this is my house and
crazy.
these are my cars.
Wow.
It's your boy Loaysta, and this is how MTV
I'm not
Cribs
surprised,
was
though.
faked. But before we get into it, let me tell you guys about today's sponsor, Surfshark.
I love you, my boy, but hey.
It became a club of its own cliches. Like every rapper, claiming MTV Cribs made them watch Scarface just because everyone had a Tony Montana poster. And it really makes you wonder if any of them had actually...
I watched it because I actually loved it. I have the poster because I love it. I have the same scar. You know exactly where he has it. So it's like, I'm just a fan. I didn't think this was like a trend or a thing that you just had to have. It's kind of crazy.
In the second half,
It's actually very wild.
At times,
It's a
certain
movie.
stars were living an extreme more luxurious lifestyles than the producers realized.
When MTV Cribs first came to see me, that was like, where y'all live at? Y'all live in the country or y'all got cows? I'm like, man, hold up, welcome to my crib. I live in a mansion. How you doing? It's Master P, and welcome to my crib, you heard? It's
You say you
24
heard?
karat gold. All these floors are marble, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to take your shoes on. We have somebody come in here and clean up. Elevator, you know, I had to get one of these in there. You know, when I be playing basketball, I might be tired of walking up all those stairs. Be able to take this.
During the show's original run, the over-the-top mansions packed with pointless luxuries, like the kind Master P was showing off, got so absurd that even Dave Chappelle ended up doing a hilarious parody of them.
I would say, is this a parody?
Come on in, you broke mother. White Panda. Hulk Hogan choked one out for me in China for my birthday.
Ah.
This side is bald eagle.
Somebody get this dude off the screen, because he's doing too much, but it's actually fucking hilarious. It's true though.
Look at my chandelier.
It's so funny.
$2 million. It's made out of expensive chicken dinners I've eaten over the years from baller-ass restaurants. Come with me.
Nasty
It's time
ass.
to see my shoe collection. You know ballers love nice shoes. Everybody got their Dunks and their Jordans or whatever it is they wearing. But see, I like to cut the middleman. Shoe closet. I got my own sweatshop. Goddamn.
Oh.
I got these bitches working 16 hours straight.
Meanwhile, other people such as Jackass's Chris Pontius made a mockery of the show's status as a place to show off your lavish lifestyle by showing how he was really living.
I'm Chris Pontius. Welcome to my crib. I've been between houses for about 11 years, so I usually just live out of this thing. We're gonna start off with the living room. Here we've got, I don't know what this is.
But
Oh,
as
yeah, he
funny
made
as
a
all
joke
this
out of it.
was, It took a rapper who refused to play along with the fake lifestyle to really expose what was happening behind the scenes. And now, it made us question almost everything we saw on the show. This so-called authentic glimpse into
Bro,
celebrities'
there's
lives.
nothing authentic, original, splat, like nothing. It's just, I'm sorry, it's all fake. It's just fake, and it's just like, that's one thing I really can't stand, is if there's no authenticity or originality to it or whatever, you gotta go. You gotta go.
The luxury cars.
That shit's gonna
and
start
their
to give me an
massive
ick,
mansions.
make my hair
Back
itch.
when the legendary New Jersey MC Redman first appeared on Cribs, he provided one of the most legendary additions by simply refusing to sugarcoat his bachelor life.
Good.
Chris, this is Redman.
Keep
We
it
coming
real.
to y'all live. Should I give y'all the tour right now of my whole house? How it looks in here when there's real in here? Come on, let's go.
At times, his place looked more like a cramped bachelor pad than the lavish home you'd expect from a multi-platinum selling rapper.
My ironing
Yeah.
board right here. You know, we iron on the floor in here and watch TV at the same time.
Oh.
This is the bedroom, so you know, a lot of entertainment. I like to get right in here watching a lot of DVD movies and stuff, the nasty
But what I do like is how he's just keeping it real and authentic.
movies, the freaks, you know. This is for the freaks right here. And this room right here is what I like to call the De La Casa's studio. The vibe I'm looking for in this apartment is the bachelor's crib. Don't even have a coffee table. This is what
He said, don't even have a coffee table. I'm sorry. That last part just hit me so hard. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people don't have coffee tables in their house.
Album, you know, this apartment is right in the hood and it's nice. Oh yeah, that's my cousin right there. He be knocked out over here, you know, chilling in the cut. That's Sugar Bear right there. Don't worry about him. He don't even hear y'all. Y'all not like he even here.
It instantly became one of the most memorable episodes for fans, often topping their lists of favorites. But beyond Redman's hilarious tour, what really made it stand out was how genuine it felt. Filled with Dreamcast controllers and
Yeah.
motion, rather than
I would definitely say it's kind of relatable in a way too, you know?
bottles of Cristal in cinema rooms, it presented a different life than what they were generally trying to peddle. But years down the line, Redman revealed that they tried to get him to conform to the usual glitzy facade that fans were used to seeing. However, the Brick City legend declined to go along with it.
That was the whole thing of the show. Like, I ain't have nothing to do with their platform of the show. Their show was artists living lavish in a house. And I was looking at that as well before I even did it. I was like, damn, every goddamn artist's house is just clean and shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they really living. Like, really no furniture. All the furniture is neat and shit and all over the... I was like, nah. I said, for some reason, I feel like some of them motherfuckers is just renting the house to do that shit. Find out some of them was. I can't do that. You know, I ain't want to do that.
Despite their attempts to get him to masquerade a mansion as his own property, Red just refused to back down.
And I don't blame him because, like, who wants to put on a lie? Who wants to put on a facade when people know you as being genuine and authentic and real? That would just ruin your whole entire character. Like, that's why I completely agree with what he did, honestly, which was take the right path, because this was some bullshit. This was some scam artist shit.
I wanted to present a raw and uncut look at the reality.
I wanted to show where the fuck I was living at the time.
Right.
I don't know if they thought it was a good idea and shit, but I said, yeah, just come to my house because they wanted me to rent a house. They wanted me to rent a house so I can open the big double doors and shit like, yo, look at my shit, you know. And then people around my way been like, you know, goddamn well, that wasn't your house. They came in, my shit was like, you know, damn.
Boy, I'm telling you, it'd be the fam. It'd be the close ones of the fam that be calling it out.
You know,
For real.
You sure you want to do it in here? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to do it in here. They came at an odd hour, 8 in the morning, trying to surprise it, but it all worked out overall
Imagine
because
Just cut
I
that
was
out.
believable with it. It wasn't nasty. There's a difference between being junky and nasty. My
Yeah.
shit was junky.
In Redman's case, he was happy to disclose what it really looked like to be a rapper who hadn't strayed too far from his roots. But it's safe to say that most of those who signed up to cap on Cribs have been unwilling to reveal that this was actually the case. And now, many attempts to pull the wool over the audience's eyes have been exposed for the falsehoods they truly were. Where Redman refused to patronize the viewers with a fake home, there are plenty of rappers and artists who are happy to do just that. Among the most infamous examples of this came when Ja Rule rented an 8-bedroom mansion in Miami for his episode. Because he was killing it on the charts at the time, it seemed entirely feasible that this was how the Murder Inc. flagship artist was really living. However, he did seem to briefly admit that the house wasn't actually his.
While some players go down to the beach and they rent rooms and such things like that, we rent mansions to have good times.
Set against the backdrop of a huge party in the backyard that even featured Jay-Z among its guests, this led to a hilarious moment where he called over a dog and started telling a whole backstory about it, even though they had probably just met that same day.
See, that's that guard dog right there. Cookie.
Bro, he said, hey, that's that guard dog right there. Nigga, you don't even know the baby's name? Oh, and that's how you know MTV is faking this shit, bro. The dog don't even know you, my nigga. He looking at you like, what? Look at him. Look at the look on his face. Look at him.
Chase you when you're on a bike or something like that. That's when
he ain't bothering a soul. He don't know you, nigga. Real
By
talk.
the end of the segment, he went all in pretending it was his property.
Ah, that's crazy.
Bathroom, nice and set up. You know, you probably look around and say it's real feminine in here, but that's cool. That's cool because you know ladies like stuff like that. Seen the crib, seen some of my friends, the party, pool. What else you need to see? Get out of here.
At the time, viewers likely thought Ja Rule was living an unviable life that most of us could only dream about. But even if he was enjoying the fruits of his labor, he wasn't always doing it at this Star Island home. Because in 2004, the person who actually lived there sued him over the kind of mess he made during the filming of the episode. After leasing the place to Rule, homeowner Jeanette Varela returned to find severe structural damage and discarded condom wrappers and syringes everywhere. To make matters worse, Varela only found out he'd violated the lease by throwing a 600-person party during his 4-day stay after she saw the footage air on MTV. As part of her lawsuit, she pointed out that the lease clearly stated that the property was to be used only as a private residence for up to 8 adults, no parties allowed, and that she never gave permission for any filming to happen there. Understandably, trashing someone else's home and bringing in a film crew without permission was bound to piss her off. In fact, Ja's lucky that Airbnb wasn't a thing yet, or he might have never been able to ever get another property again. But what's even more embarrassing than his reckless behavior catching up to him is how he boldly tried to flex on the world with a house that wasn't even his. But he's far from the only one who did this. A massive star in the UK, singer Robbie Williams borrowed actress Jane Seymour's house for his segment. And once he got them through the door of his massive estate in Bath, England, he was another one who was lying to a ridiculous extent.
This actually is where I spent my Christmas day. This is where the magic happens. Look at this. Rob's camo, some chords, black as the new.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to pull this off. I'm not gonna lie. Knowing that it's not mine, it wouldn't feel genuine. It wouldn't seem genuine. It wouldn't. I can't do it. I can't.
Brown.
Would y'all be able to do it? Let me know in the comment section.
Few of my jackets.
Yeah, let me know if y'all would be able to do an interview like this in the comment section, even though you know it ain't your house. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
And the problem was that, much like Ja Rule, he neglected to let the homeowner know what was going down. We didn't let Jane know that I was going to pretend it was my house, he told a US radio station years later, and because I was like 23 and full of spunk, I didn't even consider other people's thoughts or feelings. So I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to Jane Seymour, while he tried to use his youth as an excuse.
Okay. At least he apologized. I give him that.
That's about one person who found to have falsified her living situation for the show.
Wait a minute.
Maybe get away.
No way. No. This bitch. Why the hell did you have to fake it? Why did you fake it? Oh my gosh. Bruh, not. It's crazy how I don't even know her name or completely forgot it, yet I listen to her music all the time.
13-year-old pop star JoJo was
JoJo! What is wrong with her? Why would she agree to do this? No wonder why I ain't heard nothing from her in the last couple years. Been wondering where she's at.
road with her segment was shot, and pretended
Damn,
her uncle's house was
JoJo.
her own.
Damn,
And as you can see,
JoJo.
She really committed to the illusion.
Hey, I'm JoJo. Welcome to my crib. Come inside. This is my vacation house.
I can't believe you,
I spent some time in
JoJo.
New Jersey, but I love coming here. And what
Real
I'm first gonna
talk.
show you is the living room. This is some of my family. They're crazy. This is like a Winnie the Pooh chair.
I'm so done.
It would be really cool if I could still fit in it, but not really. Whatever. I like Winnie the Pooh.
But where most of them have never admitted to it, JoJo clearly couldn't live with the lie, and later admitted that the whole thing was just an attempt to hide what her life was really like at the time. It was so
Wow.
ridiculous. The thing is, we didn't have a home at that point. My mom and I were living out of suitcases, and we were mostly in hotels. So that was actually my uncle's house on the Cape. That wasn't my house. That wasn't my stuff. When I was sitting on my spinny thing, that was his kids. That's the truth. I should have balled hard and been like, welcome to my crib. Look how luxurious it is. And I should have rented out a place. But no, I just used my uncle's crib. So that was me lying on cribs. As a young and naive artist, you can understand how she thought that she had to jump at the opportunity to appear on a big show like that. But
Damn,
for some
well,
people
yeah.
like the Yang Yang twins, their attempts to masquerade a home as if it was their own was particularly ridiculous. Because in their case, it looks like they hadn't set foot in it before filming, let alone anything else.
Wait a minute. So y'all just wait. This isn't even a crib like JoJo. She used her uncle's crib, but like y'all just waltzing up in a crib you ain't never even been in before, and you just saying, "Oh yeah, welcome in. This is our crib." Ha ha ha. Come on, man. You gotta do better. And mind you, these are grown ass adults. That's what disturbs me the most. These are grown ass adults faking living in a crib, bro. That's crazy.
And my brother, first one I'm finna let y'all see is the sea room.
Okay.
We got the fishes right here. What their name is, y'all? That's Kudzu, you, and Money Green. Yeah. Then you come along, we got the boats to go with the fish. We waving. We waving.
What did you know? What? Money Green. Fuck you. And what was the last name for that fishy?
You. And Money. What their name is, y'all? That's Kudzu,
Kudzu.
you,
Fuck you.
and Money Green.
Money
Yeah.
Green.
Then you
Money Green. Those are the three names for the fishes.
come along, we got the boats to go with the fish.
Oh my god, the boat.
We waving like the sea. You done brushed up against it.
It's so ratchet, bro.
Bang, boy. We decorated this ourselves now.
And over the years,
You could tell
their
he a little
appearance had
faded.
gone on to be as much of a meme as Redman's cousins sleeping on the floor. But it's clear that they were fooling no one. All the white neighbors watching out their windows, at the Yang Yang twins wondering who just rented that house for the weekend. 18-year-old me, damn, Yang Yang twins living good. 34-year-old me, these dudes clearly rented this house. Although things like the
Man,
Yang Yang
that's how I
twins
would've thought
pretending to
too.
be aquatic experts are hilarious.
Especially
There are
at the
other
age of
instances where
18.
people pretending to live in lavish pads showed the pressure they have to portray a glamorous image. A prime example of this came when Dame Dash rented a London home from Mariah Carey for his appearance. Situated in the sought-after area of Chelsea in London, Dame's appearance showed off his obscene shoe collection, which he claimed he never wore the same pair twice.
The reason why I got that nickname, Young Fresh to Death, is since I was a young lad, I've been known to be fly. I've known to pop tags. I don't like to wear the same things twice. So I'm going to show you my problem, and it's a serious one because I got a lot of sneakers. Matter of fact, this is not my house door. This is my hallway. Before we even get to my house, I have a secret room where I keep my kicks. Some of them. This looks like it could be a problem. I might need therapy, but like I said, I just love sneakers. So as I look around at these flavors, these red ones, and as you see the
I know Aaliyah was telling him to pipe down with those sneakers, bro. For sure. Because, listen, I'm a sneakerhead. I get it. I love shoes too. Especially sneakers. But this is just a lot. This is a lot. I think Chris Brown's is worse. I ain't gonna lie.
They're categorized by color. Nike made me
His
a sneaker
shoe
called
closet.
the CEOs. So if you look inside, it says CEOs. But the thing about it was they didn't make them available to sell. That bothered.
But where this went from your average stunt to something more sinister was the financial woes that were just around the corner for the Rockefeller head. In 2010, he foreclosed on 2 Tribeca lofts before revealing that he was $100,000 behind on rent in 2013. But somehow,
Damn.
he still found a way to blame his appearance on cribs on his old partner Hove.
That was 30 years ago, bro. That was in another century. Like, get over it. I know I hurt people's feelings, but the fact of the matter was, in that situation, in MTV's Cribs, it was more cost effective because every month I was flying artists to London to break around the world. So it was more cost effective instead of spending $70,000 for a weekend to spend the money just getting a crib. And the reason why I had to move around in the first place was because Jay was supposed to be the spokesperson, but he refused to do it. If I'm gonna live and be the artist now, because he won't, then I gotta be treated like one.
But you can bet that when the cameras were off, he was most likely wishing he bought a few less pairs of Jordans. On the subject of shoes, there are some stars who discreetly used cribs as a means to lock in a brand deal. Long before influencers had to disclose sponsored content, Destiny's Child used their crib's appearance as a sneaky way to promote a shoe brand. In a now iconic
Destiny's
moment, they were
Child
seen showing off a Candy's shoebox, disguised as a part of a breakup ritual for Kelly.
You have to show them your box. My box? For all the ladies that think that you're the only one that can't let go of memories when you have a boyfriend and you break up, Kelly keeps the box. This is her box.
What is she talking about? Oh, fuck all that. We let that nigga go. We don't cry over spilled milk over here. We leave and that's that. We delete photos and all. What is you talking about? I know how hard it can be. It's not hard. Just delete them pictures and move on with your life, boo. Real talk. It's that simple. Boom, boom, pow.
Kelly keeps the box.
I don't know why you got one strand ass, simple ass box in that closet.
Because we will move on. We are independent women.
That shit's
and within
funny.
a year of this video airing, the iconic R&B trio were the face of the entire ad campaign for them. Over the years, since the series first aired, a whole array of dirty secrets about how they really created this illusion have come to light. And since those early days, it was revealed that people weren't just renting homes, but high-end cars too. Among the people who were caught out doing exactly that is none other than Bow Wow. Renowned for his willingness to portray himself as a private jet flying star when he actually goes commercial. It turns out that the former child rapper's tendency to sneakily slip into the persona of the mogul started way back in the day, as during his time on the show, he was in stunting mode from the very moment he opened the door.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Bow Wow. Welcoming y'all to my crib, you know what I mean? About to take y'all to the Prince's throne, which is my room. Ladies, this is what y'all been waiting for.
A bed.
Yes, ladies, that is my bed, okay? I got Jordans galore that you might not even see.
He wanted women to get excited over a bed. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I notice anytime people show their bedroom, and it's not even just like guys, it's women too, men and women. Anytime they show their bedroom, they're just like, oh, and it's like, guys, it's a bed. Let's relax.
I even got the official.
But I do miss it though. Corny and cringy and shit.
Y'all see this? All jerseys.
I see that, my guy.
I got a mink. And you know what's funny? I got this 2 Christmases ago.
I give him that. I love the mink coat.
And I still haven't worn.
After what he'd achieved before he even turned 18, no one would have hated on him for doing that. However, it would have been all well and good if it wasn't the fact that his cars were all branded from a Miami luxury vehicle service.
My Ferrari 360 Model. Y'all be pronouncing them Medinas because y'all probably don't got one of these bad boys. We gonna move it to this black thing right here, which is my baby, my BMW, my 645 black on black. I call this thing the Night Rider right here. Burgundy insides, how rare.
But considering how he acted in the years to come, as charted in our Child Stars Who Fumbled the Bag video, he never learned his lesson. Due to Bow Wow's history, no one was exactly shocked that he'd done something like that. But one man who they were shocked to learn had either faked his wealth of cars or was trying to scramble to cover his financial tracks was 50 Cent. Way back when G-Unit were on top, 50 showed off his sprawling Farmington, Connecticut estate that was previously owned by none other than Mike Tyson.
What's the matter with you, man? MTV Cribs is here.
I don't know. I'd be able to, like, I ain't gonna lie. If I had the money and the resources and whatever, I would probably make my crib from, like, ground up. I wouldn't want to rent or buy out something that's already been used or been previously owned or whatever, you know?
I could do the whole thing. So I'm gonna take over the whole
I'm gonna
show.
make my own spot.
Go.
And at a time when the show was already pretty crazy, he still displayed some things that were a first.
This is actually the strip club area. We have the lovely adult entertainers for adult entertainment.
But while all this was really his home, the one thing that he masqueraded as his own were his luxury vehicles outside.
I know you ain't see these before when you was watching Cribs because everybody ain't got these, you know what I mean? This is Curtis right here, you understand what I'm saying? It's the Ferrari F50. I don't really use it for much. Really what I do is I use it for conversation. I get around my really rich friends and they say, I got a Ferrari F50. I say, me too. This is the Enzo right here.
I love 50.
$1 million.
Considering how much 50 was killing it at this point in time, there was no reason to suspect that they weren't really his Ferraris or Lambos. Years later, the truth finally came out during 50's bankruptcy hearing, where he admitted under oath that the flashy cars he showed off on MTV Cribs weren't even his. When the lawyer asked if he'd ever filmed himself showing off cars that weren't actually his, 50 replied, "You mean like MTV Cribs? Maybe." And after a few more questions, he finally confirmed it. At that time, those cars were rented. By the looks of it, everything that we thought we knew about how these celebrities lived has been cast into doubt by the harsh reality that when it comes down to it, they're just as eager to impress and can be as insecure as we are. But above the lies that were told on camera and the money that changed hands, the real issue is that Cribs put pressure on celebrities to always be exhibiting their luxurious lifestyle.
I don't know why. You got everything you need. What do you need to impress anybody for? Real talk.
Even if the reality of their situation is a little different. And with that, it's led the way to countless rap stars of today literally going broke by treating their IG like their own personal episode of the show. And whether or not that was their intention, it left a permanent scar on the culture and society as a whole that looks like it can't be undone.
That was a good video, I ain't gonna lie. Good video.
Do you know who to call?
No, I don't. I don't care. My bad, y'all. Anyways, I'm sorry. These ads are really getting on my nerves, and especially Mike's Got This. Y'all on some BS. Y'all low key ripped somebody I know off. Y'all know no good. Anyways, damn, that's crazy. I didn't even. That's actually wild. I didn't know. You know, they was over here renting cars. I'm surprised MTV didn't get sued for this. Like, at least, like, I know there was some courts going on, but, like, I'm surprised there wasn't, like, a big lawsuit because of this, you know what I mean? I don't know. But that is interesting, and that does explain why MTV Cribs got shut down or whatever. They just stopped putting it on TV or whatnot. But y'all, please let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Do y'all think there were more celebrities? I feel like there were more celebrities that participated in this whole MTV Cribs than besides the ones that were mentioned, but I don't know. But what do y'all think about the whole situation? I think it's kind of messed up. I think it's kind of crazy. That this is now just like, I mean, it's obvious some people knew that some of this stuff was being faked, but it's obvious also there's others that didn't know, so shit. But anyways, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe, and send me. I know this video came from somebody in my DMs, or Mercedes5 below, wherever. This was a good one. I would love to watch videos more like this. Please like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, keep sending me videos like this, y'all. So, anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all in another mother freaking video. Deuces.